Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And, pretty much wanted to go into this article here, which is interesting. I think it sums up some of the recent things that are taking place now pretty well. Okay, and when I say recent things, I'm referring to, as we've heard by now, you had the whole over there, and I think it was Colorado. You had that gang that took over the apartment complex, and it's really, it serves as a precedent, right, of the direction that things are going in. So don't be surprised if this starts to surface more and more in some of these other areas, in areas that are, as they would call, Democrat, run, or blue states, or areas that have been pushing or have played a role in pushing this agenda. Don't be surprised if you see more and more of this, because it only serves to push that narrative more and more of, look at what's going on, look at how bad the country has become. We need somebody to, quote unquote, make America great again, right? Because what is happening to America? As I read these things, you're gonna, especially for people that have, I guess, people that are much older, that have lived through, for a longer period of time, a different kind of America, seeing all these things, you're like, yo, this place is unrecognizable, and it's for a reason. Now think about it. If Trump said when he comes in, which in this article he goes into that too, right, about deporting these gangs and getting them out of there. Well, hold on a second. In that video that we saw, right, that you see the gang members come in there with guns, knocking on doors and so on. So they have guns, right? They have weapons. Now, if they didn't have that, they were just regular so-called illegal immigrants, and he had decided he was going to deport them, that's one thing. Send in troops or send in whoever and start rounding people up, right? Okay. But now if you have to now start going after gangs to try and deport them, what do you think how do you think that plays out? Because then it starts to look like just one gang against another, right? It's just one that's wearing blue with badges, and the other is not. So what happens if they let's say Trump comes into office, he sets up this operation to try and get these, but let's say by the time he comes into office, things are much worse. Gangs are, and that's what you see in like these post-apocalyptic movies and games. Certain areas are overrun by gangs and they're controlling this and they're doing that, right? So let's say he comes into office and that's what things look like. And he's like, okay, we need to get these guys out of here and clean this place up. How do you think that's going to go? You think no shots are going to be fired? It's just going to be a peaceful, you know what? You guys just surrender and let's call it a day. Doesn't really sound like that to me. Anyway, the headline of this article is Nancy Pelosi says the quiet part out loud to Bill Maher. And, it has more information in here, of course, but let me read a little bit here. And the quiet part that this headline is talking about is the fact that the Democrats want to, as she says, take these illegal immigrants, or illegal aliens as they're calling them, and convert them to documented legal migrants. Really? That's interesting, right? Very interesting. So the southern border invasion, fueled by the Biden-Harris administration's disastrous open border policies, have been a devastating blow to this nation. And it's not like we were just here watching, having fun, right? We said it, and we kept telling you numerous videos that, look, these warnings, these red flags, this whole open up the border and let everybody in, and fighting the Texas, the state of Texas, about stopping people from coming into the country. There's a reason why they're working with NGOs to smuggle and by the busloads foreign people into the country. There's a role that they're going to play. There's some of them that were caught saying they're from different parts. Some of them said they were paid to come here and do this. There's a role that they have to play. Okay? Our borders have been flooded with millions of unvetted, unvanessed illegal aliens, remember, trust the science. Democrats wanted to jail people for not being, juiced up just a few years ago, including ISIS terrorists. Iranian assassins are roaming freely, hunting ex-Trump admin officials, while cartel criminals and the Chinese Communist Party wage reverse opium wars with fentanyl that has sent the drug death overdose catastrophe just north of 100,000 Americans per year. And to this, like with all this going on, this is currently going on in this country, and the people are just moving about like everything is all sweet out here. Very, very interesting, right? Slack here 1 second. Very, very interesting stuff over there. So let's read a little bit more. It says here, in Colorado, armed Venezuelan prison gangs have seized control of entire apartment complexes, and the overwhelming number of illegal aliens across the country has pushed some local governments to the brink of chaos. And it's only getting more intense. It's only getting worse. We keep warning you, but I think soon enough, people are going to start to get the message. So this is a post from Colin Rugg. Just in, Donald Trump promises to deport the Venezuelan gang members who took over apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado. Quote unquote, we're going to get them the hell out of here. Aurora officials have been investigating a Venezuelan gang, the Tren de Aragua gang, who was accused of, and then ... Okay, so now, you can see, right, that yes, there are different gangs coming in from different, countries. They coming up in here and they taking over shit. What's evident is that Democrats have abandoned the American people. Hence why former Democrats such as Elon Musk and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. jumped ship and now support Trump. Their top priority is to give amnesty to more than 10 million illegal aliens. This amnesty program allows illegal aliens to get citizenship and vote in future elections. And that's why they're trying to do it so quickly, because then they can have that behind them for what's upcoming now. It potentially ensures Democrats can fulfill their Marxist agenda of pushing forward a socialist reconstruction of America. And when you actually read some of these documents, they'll let you know that behind the scenes, those pulling the strings, they want to centralize everything. And when they have countries like, America, for example, where things are not communistic and things are not really centralized because you have different states that have various liberties, you have the Constitution. So this complicates things a bit. So they need chaos that can bring down and topple the functioning society, and then they can rebuild it leveled. Okay. So, and the centralized agenda is in one picture, it's the pyramid. Okay. So it says here, where are we at? Not happy with the first world conditions, Democrats have imported the third world to neighborhoods across America, much of which was done against the wishes of their political constituents. Don't believe the misinformation VP Kamala Harris spews about securing the border. She had 3.5 years to do so, or at least care, under the Biden admin, which is true, right? You are in a position to do something, but you're saying that you're going to do something when you become in a position to do something. What now? It says here, on Friday, elderly Nancy Pelosi said the quiet part out loud on Real Time with Bill Maher, openly stating her desire to turn all undocumented migrants into documented ones. She also supported the idea of providing subsidized housing for illegal aliens. What do you think this is going to do to the citizens of the country? They're going to get frustrated, right? And this is going to cause division. This is going to cause strife. There's only chaos that's coming from here. It says here, let me see. Nancy Pelosi states that the goal of the Democrat Party is to convert undocumented immigrants into documented immigrants. Bill Maher, the CA lawmakers giving government assistance to undocumented immigrants to buy houses, that's kind of a different place than the ... Once again, these are like small snippets, right, from Twitter or from X, which I'm not going to click into right now. It says here, let's travel back about 16 years to 2008 when she said, "We certainly don't want any more coming in." And the sad part is a lot of people are so, they're so, I don't even know if docile would do it justice, but they're to the point where now you can show them actual visible proof to say, hey, the same person saying X, Y, and Z today was saying ABC last year. This is literally 2 videos of the same person. One from this time, one from this time. One in the past, one in the present. Look at what they said. Look at how they switched up. And you're talking about, let's put this person in. How many videos have there been where people ask so-called, not even so-called, but they ask people who are saying they're going to vote for Kamala and say, look, what is one of the policies that she says she's going to implement? Oh, well, I mean, hey, shit, I'm gonna need to get back to you on that one. What? So people they're in that herd mentality. Oh, I'm a Democrat supporter, so whoever's on there, I'm just gonna vote for them. Like, that's the mentality people go with. They don't think. Okay, they're sheep, they're cattle. They don't think. It says, so what changed in the past 16 years? With some folks in the Democratic Party that support communist price controls, nation killing, open borders, anti-American rhetoric, and mass censorship. Well, the number of high-profile Democrats jumping ship to support Trump is evident that this party is no longer the Democratic Party your parents voted for. And over here, it's not even about what side, what party. They're 2 sides of the same coin, 2 wings on the same bird. But at the end of the day, what matters is prophecy. What is going to happen. It doesn't matter who's going to drive it to make it happen, but what is actually going to end up happening here. That's the important thing, and that's what we're here to highlight. So real quick, I'm going to get this here in Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. And this sentiment is what you are hearing in just modern words via these articles, via these news clips, via just videos that regular citizens are putting up. They're all pretty much saying the same thing, which is Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Like they're in that mindset to say, damn, like America is not the same before. Like this party is not this anymore. Like things have changed. Things have gotten bad. And soon enough, they're going to start to realize that as hard as they try, it's not going to get better. Right? Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, Babylon being America, but she is not healed. Meaning, make America great again, right? Fix things, take things to how they were before. That's not going to happen. Forsake her and let us go, every one, into his own country. So they basically given up on this place. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So, the demise of this place is very apparent. And it doesn't matter what people do or say, that's not going to change anything. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. The article didn't go too much into the Aurora, not the Aurora, I think it's Hell's Angels or something like that. That gang that is going over there, that they've been reports that they're heading over to Colorado, apparently to do what the police are not doing, right? So let's see how that plays out. But, we're definitely living in prophetic times. So keep your eyes open, stay in the spirit, pray, and, Lord willing, right, these things pop off soon and we be delivered out of here. Anyway, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying and informative to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.